Good morning, girls. Today, let us see a problem on cash requirement for wage payment. It is illustration 5 in our book 4.46, page number 4.46, illustration 5. So, in this problem, we are going to see how much cash we need to pay for wages. So, let us see how the problem goes on. So far we had studied how we pay normal wage rate at wages at normal rate, wages of overtime, etc. Calculation of normal and overtime wages, and today in this class we are going to see the cash requirement for wage payment. How do you calculate the cash required before making the wage payment? Today in the present world it is not so. We make the payment through ECS, their account gets credited, etc. But earlier it was not like that. The organization has to go to bank and withdraw the salary amount or wages amount to distribute to its workers, and for that purpose the cashier or the accountant is calculating how much money is to be withdrawn from the bank to make the wage payment. So let us say illustration 5. Let us read the problem together. From the following particulars, find the amount required for cash payment of wages in a factory for a particular month. So that is what we are going to see. For this particular month, how much cash payment is required. Let us see the problem. Wages for normal hours worked 2 lakhs. Wages for overtime worked 5,000. Then leave wages 4,000. Then read it carefully. Deduction for employees state insurance scheme 3,000. Then employees contribution to provident fund 2,000. Then house rent to be recovered from 20 employees at the rate of rupees 50 per month. Employer also contributes an equal amount towards ESI and PF. So with the given information, we have to calculate how much money we have to withdraw from the bank to make the payment. Let us read again one by one in this point of view. The first one, wages for normal hours worked rupees 2 lakh. This amount is to be given to the employers. So we include this amount of 2 lakh. Then second, wages for overtime worked. So wages for overtime is also to be paid to the employees. So we need not only the 2 lakh for normal hours but also this 5,000 for overtime. So we can say we need 2 lakh and 5,000. Then leave wages. So leave wages, normally the employees are permitted for some days leave with wages, with salary, or we can say with salary or with wages. So that type of leave wages is 4,000. So though the worker has been in leave on these days, we have to give him wages. That amounts to 4,000. So how much we need for cash payment? We need 2 lakh plus 5,000 plus 4,000. We need 2 lakh 9,000 to make the payment of wages. And let us come to the next point. It is given that deduction for employees state insurance scheme. So here there is a deduction. We did not make the payment. So out of the total wages to be given to the employees, as we calculated 2 lakh 9,000, we have to make certain deductions. So we have to make the deduction and make the payment to the employees state insurance scheme on behalf of the employees from the organization. So this amount is to be deducted. So we need not pay this 3,000, but instead we have to deduct this amount from the total amount. So how much cash we need is, again when we calculate, you can say 2 lakh plus 5,000 plus 4,000, that is 2 lakh 9,000. But we need not pay all the entire 2 lakh 9,000. We can deduct 3,000. So we need now only 2 lakh 6,000. And again there is another deduction. See, employees. Employee means worker. Workers' contribution to provident fund. So worker, they have the liability to contribute to the provident fund. This amount should also be deducted by the employer from the amount and has to be make the payment in the provident fund account. So this 2,000 is also deduction. So we have to deduct or we have to subtract this amount from the gross amount. Then we have house rent to be recovered from 20 employees at rupees 50 per month. So this amount has also to be deducted. 20 into rupees 50 accounts to 1000 rupees, that also should be deducted. The next information is employer also contributes an equal amount towards ESI and PF. That is, we have to, as an employer, as the organization has to contribute. So the organization's contribution has nothing to do with wage payment of the employee, because this is employee's money. So out of employee's money, how much amount is to be paid to him, how much amount is to be deducted, that is what we have to calculate. So coming to the answer, the solution, we can find it out. It is very simple. See, particulars amount is given. Wages for normal working hours 2 lakh, wages for overtime work 5,000, leave wages 4,000, totally 2 lakh 9,000. This is called as gross wages payable, and from that we make certain deductions. What are the deductions made? Deductions: employees contribution to ESI, how much? 3,000. Employees contribution to provident fund 2,000. Then house rent to be recovered 20 employees into rupees 50 per month 1,000. So total deductions is 6,000 rupees. So out of the gross amount 2 lakh 9,000, we need not distribute all the 2 lakh 9,000. We can deduct 6,000, and what actual payment we have to make to the employees is 2 lakh 3,000. So this amount of 2 lakh 3,000, it is enough if you withdraw from the bank 2 lakh 3,000 to make the wage payment for this month. So this is how we calculate how much cash payment is required towards wages in a factory. Okay girls, let us see the next problem in the next class. Thank you.